brother?
Why?
3 sheets to the wind, as they say.
No.
Hell yeah.
Boy, you ain't trying to get high.
You ain't trying. I'm trying to get hi, my nigga.
What does 3 sheets to the wind come from?
Is it a cake reference?
I'm sure it's racist.
Oh God,
Everything's racist.
Everything's racist. Let's look it up, man. Let's go ahead.
I'm looking it up. Hold on.
3 sheets.
Originating from a sailing terminology where sheets
Racist.
are ropes controlling a sail.
Transatlantic slave trade origin.
Yeah.
You
Got him.
already know. You already know.
February 1st. It's racist.
Yeah.
Welcome
Same
to
place
Jenkins
as
and
got the
Jones.
Nautica ship, nigga. I used to love Nautica, but you know.
Welcome to Jenkins and Jones, independently owned and operated since 2025. It is Sunday, February 1st. Happy Black History Month from Jenkins and Jones. As always, we are hosted by Dragonfly Jones, aka Tyler. We'll get
Hey,
there.
everybody, how's it going?
With Jethro Jenkins, aka John.
What's up, Bubba?
John straight back from the park. I'm Gardy B, aka Mike.
Motherfucking Mike.
And we're produced as always by the lovely and talented Jackson Saffon.
Voila.
Well, as I mentioned, it is February 1st, and as always, the start of Black History Month here at Jenkins and Jones, I would like to apologize for being white.
You do that basically every episode.
We're the worst. White people are the worst. We've ruined so many great aspects of life on this planet. I was just at Disneyland. White people ruin some shit at Disneyland, bro. I mean, it's just like, you know. So my apologies.
Walt Disney. It's the reasoning behind Disneyland.
Yeah, but he did his shit with Disneyland, though. Disneyland's good, but like, let my kids be the pilots on Smuggler's Run. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear you,
ma'am.
I hear you. Oh, not Karen, not her again.
Yeah. Anyway, my apologies. John Tyler.
I already said half apology from me.
You know what? You apologize too, Jackie.
No. It's a half apology, no question.
BIPOC, though, right? I mean,
BIPOC, exactly. It's a BIPOC.
He's fucking half
right
POC, you know?
Exactly.
Mike ain't let him get away with it. He must repent for his
really,
white sins.
It's like BIPOC, like it's like half of POC.
For them white jeans. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Jackson said he's SAR.
Who said that?
Miles said that. That's funny as fuck. All right. Well,
I have a message. I want to say this.
Yes.
A message. No, I just wanted to to niggas that come to LA. I know we're used to being around niggas anywhere, but don't be stupid. Just take your ass to where the niggas at and fill your fucking soul up, man. Yo, don't get mad at what you want it to be. Accept what it is and just go to where the niggas is at, man. Like, I've been going to Lamert. Nigga, I feel so much better about my surroundings.
That's,
you know what I mean?
Great life advice for people of all races, ages, and genders. Of accept what it is and do the go where you want to go.
And go where you want. Seriously, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We was joking about, somebody seen her first geeker, but like, I'm talking to strangers, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sitting down at the cafes talking to families and it's like, nigga, it's bro, go where your people at, man. You know what I mean? Don't fight it. And niggas ain't out here. Yeah, okay, it is what it may be like that, but go where the niggas at. The niggas out here is solid as fuck. Lean in, you feel me? So
Dare thought that was a preamble to you saying that they had to check in when they come to LA.
Oh, please don't check in with me.
I
I ain't got nothing for you, brother. You know what I mean? No, sir.
Oh man. Really nice start to Black History Month. Did y'all see Peyton Watson just rub his testicles all over Chet Holmgren?
Did he?
Oh no, I know you was
world's
that's a
colliding
double
in the
whammy
best
for
way.
Mike.
Like right there.
That's almost he almost ran it back though.
Not the first time it happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what the Poly Twitter account
Repeat.
just quote tweeted it with that video and said history has a way of repeating itself. All right, John.
What's up?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know shit about the boxing topic, but I know everyone wants you to talk about Shakur Stevenson.
Shakur Stevenson is my.
What happened? First of
Okay,
all,
okay,
tell
I'll tell you
people,
this.
'cause I know I'm not the
Okay.
only person who's not paying attention to
If
boxing.
you can't hear me, damn.
No, I can't. It's just a little bit. It's it's
Okay,
not
for
very
sure.
close.
Clear production. There we go, Jackie producer.
Floor's yours.
Last night Shakur Stevenson fought one of the better fighters in boxing. He's had one loss. The dude's like barely had he had like fluid in his lungs or something. He shouldn't even have fought. He could have died in the ring. You know what I mean? So that's the only time he lost. He beat Josh Taylor after Josh Taylor had a crazy run. He beat Lomachenko when Lomachenko was probably the top 3 pound for pound best boxers in the sport. What's up, my boy? But like T.O. is a good fighter. And people will try to shit on him and say all weird shit. The weird ass niggas don't listen to him. T.O.'s a great fighter. He just got beat by the best fighter in boxing. And I mean, you can say whatever you want to say, but all these other guys that people said he would lose to, Tank, Haney, fucking people said Garcia, all that shit, bro. They have not fought a better fighter than T.O. And that nigga barely broke a sweat beating that nigga's ass, bro. He can beat you in like 10 different ways, has the best feet in boxing. That fucking jab was lighting niggas up. He beat T.O.'s ass. T.O. won one round. One round, he just took it off and he was just basically talking to him in the round. You should see the nigga after the first round. I was talking to Eric. Eric said, the homie Eric, Sick Caden, in his walk up, that nigga said, well, it's Black History Month. The white nigga said,
that neighbor said,
that neighbor said, our neighbor, Sick Caden said, it's over with. He looked super confident. I said, I need to see one round. One round, I was like, felt good. After the second round, nigga, I am a nervous. Like, nigga, I have like my shit be like at 120 beats per minute watching. I was eating cookies, talking to Rod, the nigga. I knew it was over with. He beat his ass. I have never, it looked easy. And he said it was easy. He watched that nigga. Nobody's ever made T.O. look like that. I've never seen anybody since in that boxing era make anybody look like easy work like that of that level. It was a masterclass. Nobody's beating Shakur. Fuck what nobody said. And I've been there the whole time saying what the fuck I was saying about Shakur. I was right. You were wrong. That's a cold motherfucker. And if he had like hands that wouldn't break up, he might have said that. Like I think he tries not to punch as much, or is really like, he doesn't put it like I think he's doesn't want his hands to get hurt because he's had history with his hands getting hurt. And if he I think he could have really, if he had 2 more rounds, he would have set that nigga down, bro. But the last 2 rounds, he had that nigga wobbly. And this is a more athletic, more powerful, more explosive fighter, if just athleticism. But Shakur's fucking IQ and his skills, second to none. Insane.
Yeah, I saw a lot of commentary around the fight from boxing folks was it's time to be honest and talk about where this dude is pound for pound in the world right now. They were like, he is top 3 right now in that regard. Like,
I'm wondering who's better. Who's a better boxer than Shakur Stevenson in the world? Like, what would you think, Tyler? I mean, I know you're familiar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, Shakur and Keyshawn, that's one camp I'm tapped in with. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I mean, bro, he's. Did you see the interview that's been circulating after that whole Conor Ben moment? With where it's Shakur and Conor in the same interview.
Yeah.
And Shakur asked Conor, "When'd you start boxing?" And Conor said 17. He said, "Oh, you're cooked." Did you see that?
Nigga, yeah, I see it. No,
I'll send it. I'll send. He was like, "I've been boxing since I was 5, bro. I've been boxing since I was 5." And he was like, and then Conor countered with yeah, but I'm a fighter. He said, "You come in there fighting, I'm gonna box your head off."
Bro, look, niggas be talking about boxing like it's fighting. Nigga, it's boxing. Fighting and boxing are 2 different sports, nigga. You feel me? This like niggas talk about the sweet science. Boxing is science. This nigga is a professional scientist in that ring. Motherfuckers talk about running. Get in that ring and see where a nigga run. Get in that motherfucking ring, look around and see how tight that bitch on your ass, nigga. Get in the ring, get your ass beat. I got my ass beat a couple times. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Motherfucker ain't nowhere to run in that motherfucker. You don't feel me? Like, he makes it look enormous because that's home to him, baby. Nigga, like, dude, Conor Ben washed his ass. Conor Ben has no fucking chance. And Conor Ben fights like a fighter. and I've seen him sparring too, bro. There's nobody fucking with him, bro. And what he said to Conor Ben was 1,000% facts, nigga. If you start fighting, it's like soccer in overseas. If you start playing soccer at 17, nigga, play it, nigga.
Right.
Nigga, you are recreational with it. You know what I'm saying? Boxing
you have
at
to have
17,
had 50,000 reps of everything you're doing by the time you're 17.
for sure.
Yeah.
Five, boxing at 5, that's pretty much where you need to start if you want to be a professional boxer. So kudos for Conor for making this far. But you ain't fucking with that nigga Shakur and most top level fighters for sure.
Yeah.
Like the best of the best.
I saw a comment on it that said it's really this simple. The earlier you start, the more advantaged you are. And the phrase that hopped out to me was, he was like, the compound interest is too great to overcome.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And he's promoting financial literacy as well, which is wonderful.
Love that. But yeah, hell of a fight. I mean, it's for Shakur. Thank you, Eric, for keeping me calm leading up. He was texting me. I'm like, nigga, I can't even think about this shit right now, man.
You're that big of is
Bro.
that the last athlete that you're that big of a fan about that it would like fuck your mood up?
Boxing, I'm a bigger fan of boxing than any sport at the moment. There's no sport that I enjoy watching more and am more into than boxing. I watch golf, but not actual professional golfers. It's like YouTube.
But you have, but is there a golfer that gets your heart rate up?
Hell
like,
no.
Oh my god, please!
No.
Like,
This is my heart rate is higher watching Shakur than Braun in 2016. That's because because if a nigga Braun would have lost the game, which I would have hated, right? But Shakur would have got knocked. Nigga, boxing the stakes are so much higher, bro. Like, imagine watching Braun thinking he can get his head to knock the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? That's a different type of stress. Get his toupee knocked the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? when he had that piece on, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just different.
Quick Grammys interlude here, but Kendrick has set a record for most Grammys won by a rapper, and he and SZA just won Record of the Year for Luther. So
good. He in his remarks, he thanked Luther Vandross and said they got Luther Vandross's blessing, and the only stipulation was no cursing in the song. and they said,
well, they got his estate's blessing.
I'm gonna say Luther dead.
His estate's blessing.
Like Luther, what the fuck? He did a seance to find that motherfucker.
I'm telling you, Kendrick is on a different level.
Yeah, that nigga hit the Ouija board. You feel what I'm saying? Get a song cleared. I wouldn't be surprised if he did some shit like that.
He just started.
I'm not gay, Q, goddamn.
Eyes roll up in his head. Just like
nigga start floating.
Hey, he starts talking exclusively in alien voice.
Right. Yeah.
What else? I didn't watch any of the Grammys. Was it anything cool happen? Anyone watch it?
They was talking their shit. They was really talking about ICE and the state of the country. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
Trevor Noah was making jokes about it from the opening monologue. Bad Bunny was making statements. Billie Eilish was saying stuff.
Did Bad Bunny win something?
Bad Bunny won something. Yeah.
The right people are pissed off on February 1st. That's.
I mean, they did like half the bits from Trevor Noah tonight were him and Bad Bunny talking about how he can't perform tonight because contractually, if you have the Super Bowl, you can't perform, outside of the Super Bowl. So half the jokes are basically about that and how great the Super Bowl halftime show is going to be, just like shoving in their face, basically.
That's great.
Shots to Duran Bernard. He won a
what
Grammy.
A moment he had, bro.
Are you a fan?
I'm a fan of him as a person. I haven't really tapped in with the music. I know who he was since he pulled that motherfucking Proud Family shit at the NPR Tiny Desk. He is a character, bro.
Yeah. His IG is funny as hell too. He's just a funny dude. I actually met him in person one time, man, at one of Kev's things. Really, really, really kind, solid motherfucker. But yeah, shouts to him. The speech he had was special. Had his parents on stage with him as well. But
his parents being up there for me, that was like the most sentimental part for me. I was like, shout out to them for allowing him to be who he was.
For sure. Thank God they did.
A loud and proud, gay and flamboyant guy, and they nurtured that shit, and now he's a fucking Grammy winner.
One-on-one type nigga, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. But he started off backup singing for Erykah Badu.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean that was a while ago. So come a long way, bro. You know, I mean, his music solid though. He had some good songs for sure. Obviously, nigga won a Grammy.
Yeah,
love it for him. So yep.
They said my girl Olivia Dean performed.
Yeah, she killed it.
She killed it.
Did she win anything? Or her
she
album
won something too.
She won best new artist.
Oh.
And then they had pretty good tributes very good tributes, I would say.
She was up there. Oi.
What?
Relax. she not an American, but still made a statement about how her grandparents, her grandma's an immigrant, and so how she's a child of immigrants, and immigrants should be celebrated. So even a Brit, like, you got to celebrate the Brits too.
British people like talking shit on ICE, I feel like would be a welcome thing because they sound so smart too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like she would be doing that more eloquently than I would be doing it.
They sound smart because they speak the Queen's English?
No, it's just like, every time I'm like, Instagram knows I'll watch any Olivia Dean content it puts in front of me at this point. It's clear that I'm not the only one because these interviewers would just be like, what song did you think about while you tied your shoes today? Like, they just literally ask her, like, just talk for 30 seconds, like, about literally anything. And she just sounds like, she just everything she says sounds thoughtful as fuck.
Yeah.
Isn't their education system is it better than ours?
Well, now probably, but who knows? Back
depends on what state you're living in. Depends on what state you're living.
I mean, most states is probably not that good, brother.
There was also great tributes for Ozzy Osbourne, and as Mr. Lamabos said, the D'Angelo tribute, it was insane. It was Missy Elliott, and they brought out they just kept bringing people out. It was crazy. I was like, how are they bringing out more people for this?
I'll tap in with that for sure.
Yeah, I definitely got to pick that. That was the king right there, bro.
So is the Grammys one of those things where we all said we don't give a fuck about the Grammys no more, but everyone else was lying about that? I'm surprised. Like it seems like everyone's watching the Grammys. I'm like, I didn't think we watched the Grammys no more.
I mean, I think people are so used to the Grammys getting it wrong that when they get it right, it's like, okay, like
yeah, and it's just like for the perform. I mean, all these performances.
Yeah, it's a good award show. I feel like because of better than some of the other ones because at least you get the performances.
They should make the actors at the Oscars do like scenes. Just make them get up there and do like a 5-minute monologue or like
yeah.
Go hit some Othello shit.
An improv class live. Yeah. Yes, and
is nothing in the world worse than bad improv. Like that would be truly the word. Like nothing makes me more uncomfortable.
I feel like the Grammys are an award where it's like the sentiment isn't like necessarily like, yes, much deserved. It's like, bro, even the idiots couldn't deny it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the sentiment and the work in a Grammy award.
Right.
Like fucking GNX was so good. Even the Grammy voters recognize.
Right.
That's fucking funny. All right. Speaking of music, Tyler, you've been engaged in quite a bit of discourse on the internet regarding the blog era.
Oh, man.
And we were talking about some other shit last week, so it didn't feel like a good segue.
Going on.
But I'm curious for this. You walked a couple people down on the timeline, but you are like a historian to me on this subject, and I was curious for if you wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, listen, bro. Blog era is my favorite era in the history of rap music. Period. But yeah, so basically background on this story is, and it's an interesting discussion to have because it's a framework for the evolution of the business model of music, and also how New York people are just unbelievably New York centric and shit. Like all of that comes into play here. So background here is Jim Jones said he broke Kid Cudi. He said he's the reason Kid Cudi became a big deal. He said his remix of Day and Night in summer 2008 was the reason that Kid Cudi blew up.
A lie.
A big fucking lie. But the thing,
whopper, nigga.
But the thing is, a whole bunch of New Yorkers chimed in like, yeah, he's right. That Jim Jones Kid Cudi Day and Night remix, Hot 97 played that to death. Jimmy ain't lying on this one. And then the rest of the world, the rest of the fucking world outside of New York City said, bro, we have never heard this shit a day and night.
Period, nigga.
like everyone was telling New York, yo, we've never heard this Jim Jones remix until now. In the 18-year lifespan of Day and Night, I didn't hear the Jim Jones remix until this discussion.
I didn't even. I still didn't go listen to it.
Yeah, and I think I'm pretty fucking tapped in with this rap shit, right? But it was an interesting discussion that it veered away from did Jimmy make Kid Cudi hot to what was the prevalent, breeding ground for new artists in summer 2008 when this happened. And folks were like, radio is still a big deal. Y'all are front. Hot 97 is the #1 radio in black music in America, which it absolutely is. And they were like, and you think that's not a big deal that they broke that record? And I was like, bro, in 2008, it was radio didn't break Kid Cudi.
Who was listening to radio?
Thank you. In 2008, radio didn't break Kid Cudi. The blogs broke Kid Cudi, bro. That was. And then the only reason I got involved in this conversation, I really let it play out the whole, because I was like, bro, motherfuckers are tripping on this. A clip from the Joe Budden pod popped up where Joe Budden said, y'all overstate the blog era. This was not like the peak of the blog era, whatever. And I quote tweeted that, and I was like, summer 2008 was absolutely the peak of the blog era. That summer, we got a kid named Cudi. Kid Cudi's mixtape That Day and Night was on. We got Mixtape About Nothing by Wale. Fucking incredible piece of work. Like, might be my favorite project of 2008. It's between that and Recession by Jesus.
It's his best project to me, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. In my opinion, too. We got the Cool Kids debut album that summer. We had Charles Hamilton. He was on his shit where he was, just flooding the market. If you remember that guy. Motherfucking Currency
fell off, but go ahead.
Yeah. Currency, bro. He was in the middle of that fucking iconic Mixtape a Month drop, run that he was on. And in fall of that year, we had that iconic XXL Freshman 10 cover with all the blog era rappers, right? Mm-hmm. Like to say that summer 08 wasn't when the blog era was popping off is ridiculous, because there's a case that summer 08 is the single best summer of the blog era. Like, you can make that case, bro. And so, I quote tweeted that. And Joe Budden got back to me, and I told him I, respectfully disagree with him, and I laid out my case for why I thought 2008 was.
Can I just interject that there's the sound of Freddy Krueger's claws on a pipe in your dream. There's Michael Myers walking down the street slowly, and there's Tyler tweeting, "Gonna disagree with you on this." It's just the three biggest fucking nightmares. Like, I very politely, but I've never seen you tweet that without being like, that's like your fucking ISO call. It's like, gonna disagree with you on this.
And I was very respectful to Budden in that instance, because in my opinion, Budden might be the very first star of the blog era. Like, and for him to argue about radio's importance in 2008, when, bro, it was like Joe Budden had a fucking cult following. It was yes, it was something that we had never quite seen before in the capacity of the army that this guy with zero radio presence and record label hell and was just pumping out mixtapes on the internet had, right? Like folks in Denver and Seattle who were downloading Joe Budden's mixtapes, they weren't downloading it because of Hot 97. They were downloading it because of the fucking internet, and the thing is this, bro, like, even if you want to argue about when the blog era came to prominence, when the blog era's peak was at whatever, to say that radio still mattered in 2008 in regards to breaking new rappers, like, that's just not true. Because for one, the blog era is an extension of the mixtape era. And the mixtape era was a time where rappers said, fuck the radio, fuck record labels. I'm going to put my shit out and I'm going to put it out on the internet. And the blog era is a direct result of community forming around the mixtape scene, right? So, and this is a fun exercise for any of our listeners to do. Tell me a rapper after 2003, and I say 2003 because of this. 50 Cent's emergence after being in label hell with Columbia, and he said, fuck all this. And he went out here and he flooded the streets with mixtapes and got fucking signed by Aftermath Shady and became the biggest rapper in the world. That was a moment that shifted the business model of rap. Because that inspired so many rappers to say, yo, we don't fucking need the radio to blow up. We just need to pump. We just need to get out here, put some mixtapes together, pump this shit out, and the labels are going to come to us, right? Like, it was a model of 50 Cent shifted the entire business model of rap. So like I said, going back to this is a fun exercise that I want you to do, because to say that the internet wasn't huge in breaking stars in 2008 when it had been that way for years, it's just like you just weren't paying attention. Tell me a rapper after 50 Cent who became a rap megastar who wasn't known first on the mixtape / and or blog scene. And the list is going to be extremely short. Like, you can go to Kanye, right? You can say, oh, okay, Kanye. bro, Kanye had like 2-3 mixtapes before his album dropped. When Slow Jams hit the radio, it was like, who is this? It was like, yo, Kanye finally made it to the radio. Like, that's how rap fans felt about that.
I heard through the wire first.
Yeah.
Or anything.
Yeah. Through the wire for sure. Lupe, bro, Lupe was known on the mixtape scene long before he blew up, long before his debut album, Food and Liquor. Right? Like, you can talk about Drake, Kendrick, Cole, blog era rappers, right? They had fucking 2, 3, 4 projects under their belt before their first radio breakthrough. You could talk about how Jeezy, Future. Jeezy was with DJ Drama pumping out Trap or Die tapes before he blew up. Future was on his mixtape shit before he ever broke through on the radio, bro. Like, radio stopped being the breeding ground for where new rap artists were broke long before the blog era. Motherfuckers just weren't paying attention.
I feel like go ahead, Mike. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I think like places where radio, you know, like New York and LA, radio had a deeper foothold than in other places. So I do understand, especially New York really is its own world. I understand why they felt that way. You just, when the entire rest of the country disagrees with you, but they don't care. It's like, if that's where New York heard, feels like they heard about it, that's all they care about. But I think like K-Rock in LA held on longer than any other alternative radio station because of the history and because there are a couple of DJs where you're like, Rodney on the Rock still playing you in 07, 08 meant more than probably any other radio appearance you could make. But it is just funny. New York's like, well, it's like how I still think John is like the reason that Old Town Road got famous, because he put it on Jenkins and Jones like 4 days before I heard it anywhere else. And I'm like, every time I'm like, that's John's, John should get 10% of his earnings.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that story.
He put it on Jenkins and Jones. I think Meg the Stallion too. He had like a Meg the Stallion freestyle before she had like formally dropped anything. And I was like,
that's when I was outside though, bro. Like the baby, like
he was pulling people off SoundCloud.
Yeah.
He was like, there's this chick in Houston whose freestyles are crazy, and it was Meg the Stallion.
Right.
I try to find her old videos. I can't anymore, but she used to have some fire ass videos. She was throwing that ass at gas stations and shit.
Nigga, that one video when she was freestyling to the goddamn Extension beat and her fucking Subdivision, nigga. Yeah, iconic, bro.
Niggas. Yeah, she was fire. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like for me, I mean, even Lil Wayne, like Lil Wayne had the Carter, but I feel like the mixtape shit stamped him. I feel like 2006 when he dropped Dedication 2, it was over for the radio.
Yes.
I in 2006 when he dropped that, I didn't listen to radio. Like I might listen to radio 5 times since that tape dropped. Also with the Squad Up shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that was people. That's what kept Wayne in my ear, because his albums weren't really like cracking it. You know what I'm saying? Was it 500 degrees he dropped? You know what I'm saying? It was like 500 degrees.
Yeah. That was Weezy's story, bro. It was like 500 degrees dropped, and we were like, this shit's so whack. I don't know if Weezy got it, bro. And then 400, then the Carter came out, and it was like,
DJ, that's my, and then it was like, okay. Yeah, but I mean, like that was cool. I mean, that was fire. Like, okay, Wayne's figured it out. But Dedication 2, like Lil Louisiana, all them mixtapes, nigga, bro. You was hearing that. You couldn't in the summer, you couldn't drive by a car and not hear Wayne, nigga. And it was the mixtape shit. It wasn't the albums. Nobody was playing the radio. So that's crazy. I feel like, I mean, I'm like, New York probably got music early. But for me, I mean, I think maybe that's why they lost their foothold, because they was listening to people, like listen to the radio, and the radio got shit late. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We was listening to shit. I mean, when did you hear Drake, and then when did Drake crack? Nigga. Like a year, like they dropped, was it Too Far Gone? They dropped that, and that shit went platinum. I had Too Far Gone for free a year prior to that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I was there.
Here we go.
Yeah, I was there that night in February 2009 when So Far Gone, and it broke the internet. Like the servers crashed because so many people were going to download this, and he had zero radio play. Zero fucking radio play.
And somebody brought this up too. Kanye West had a blog. Kanye West had a blog, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how big, like, to say that knowing Kanye West had a blog, and to say the blog era was overblown that's low-key insanity. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody of that, a star on that level, had their own blog because that was the best way to get your music out. That's kind of crazy, man.
Well, that's why I like Tyler. Like, I think it's important to talk about this stuff though, because we talk about how like there's so many great basketball players that like our kids, our grandkids will never know about. This technology, like blogs won't be that won't be a part of the story of technology to kids today as they grow up. Like, you know what I mean? It's like folded in there between like streaming services and Napster. That there was this democratized period where things were intentionally being distributed in that way.
And it's unfortunate too now. Like I'll be wondering where kids find shit. Like I found Marco Plus, you know what I mean? But I'll get to go to my YouTube algorithm.
2K.
Yeah,
they find stuff from I mean, really, it's like 2K and Madden is like probably the biggest hit maker to kids right now.
I definitely understand
that. That just hurt your heart,
but it does hurt my heart because like, but gee, I'm a country ass nigga listening to Pac Div.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I'm the first nigga I knew listening to Dom Kennedy. You know what I'm saying? If it was a Future Street drug sounds, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I found that because I go to the blogs, you know what I'm saying? And look, find and play everything. You know what I'm saying? I remember it was what was the shit? Was it DD172 that Dame Dash had? And he had a
creative control,
creative control, and that's how we found Crit. You know what I'm saying? Was it Boobie Gibson? Yeah. I mean, like, so we would get out there and find shit for on, and then we would share shit. Now you got to rely on the algorithm.
TikTok,
that's nasty.
TikTok,
that's nasty.
And video games.
So a white man writes a program in and decides if you find Marco Plus or not. You know what I'm saying? That's nasty, baby. It's called. I mean, yeah, but I mean,
I think to be serious about that point, though, I mean, there have always been and will always be gatekeepers to some extent. It used to be that it was like the white guy running the radio station had to co-sign you, right? And you know, or not a white guy. Like
blog area felt the opposite of
instances. But I do. That's why I do think the blog era was this middle ground that kids probably won't believe that it was truly democratized, and it wasn't. Oh well, you know. Honestly, one of the ways kids find music now is Spotify suggesting shit. You know, I mean, like it is algorithmically driven, and I preferred it as a human DJ, but I do think there's sort of a similar gatekeeper aspect to it, sort of no matter what. All right, you want to talk about this dude getting his hair knocked off? I never seen anything like that in my life. How could you glue your hair onto your head before a boxing match? You have to stress test that glue. You have to like
you win the fight. I'm not hip to do.
I don't know. No, I don't care what happened in the fight. He did not win the fight.
I mean, he didn't win in the game of life. For
there
sure,
were people
brother.
in the crowd taking
won the battle, but he lost the war.
Hair.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, nah, that nigga's hair. There's a video of a nigga, you know what I'm saying, guarding the hair. The piece is sitting on a chair next to him in the front row. No. You know what I mean? He shows the hair. Well, the person, I don't know if it's a he or she. I'll say they showed the hair, and then they showed the nigga. Then they showed the hair, and they showed the nigga. And he was in the ring still fighting. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was called, it said safekeeping was the, you know what I'm saying?
He won the fight, but he lost the war. They said he won the fight. They said he won the fight. He won the fight where his hair got knocked off his head. Like fucking Popeye's cartoon.
Spotify gave him an AI artist? Oh, that's nasty.
Apocalypse Round said the Spotify shit gave him an AI artist. There has to be a one button to eliminate that. That's truly insane. That's truly insane.
Algorithms with that. Spotify has been in the past, I'd say, cool. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like, I don't really trust no algorithm at this current moment.
I was about to say, I feel like 5+ years ago, I was using Spotify to find new music.
Yeah.
I feel like it was doing an okay job at least. Yeah. And now it doesn't feel that way in the same.
Nah, man, some money got involved there somewhere, bro. Yeah, you paying for your spot on Spotify for sure now. It has to be just similar to the radio.
It's like corporatize anything. Like Barnes and Noble negotiates, Target negotiates, like with publishers. This is the book we're going to feature. It's not driven by people. And the stories are always special stories when people circumvent that shit in any form of entertainment to actually reach people. But it's very hard to do.
Yeah.
I ain't used Spotify in years, bro. And I'll tell you the main reason I'm like just an Apple Music dude is because Apple Music is the most user-friendly interface for I'm driving and I got like 1.5 seconds to look at my phone.
Same.
yeah. Spotify with that 0.08 font. Nah, bro, that shit ain't it, dog.
I've never been on Spotify. The Apple Music is, and I also really like the Apple Essentials, which at one time were like, I think they would even have the name of the person who put the mix together. And now it's like, you know, probably done by the computer or whatever.
The Spotify UX is trash, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the experience, like navigating through Spotify is trash. But like, I usually listen to albums on Apple, and it's the best experience for listening to albums by far, bro. It's just so easy. So, but yeah, man. I mean, I listen. I got a couple playlists on Spotify I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? When I want my jazz or my 90s R&B and shit. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's definitely Apple. Oh damn, that nigga still.
Bro.
Tyler looking for his too. He got that big bitch on him too.
I got my 60 gig right here. This is history. I got fucking. I'll never get rid of it for so many reasons. But I have so many like bootleg live performances. Every time Shar and I would go see a show, I would find a bootleg of it. You know what I mean? So I have all this shit we went to see when we were in college. Like everything's still on the fucking iPod.
I got some shit. Yeah, did y'all? I mean, before like there was like the Apple Music where you could pay $9.99 and have access to everything. There's some like albums I have on my phone still that I'll keep that I downloaded that I couldn't get access to. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Y'all think Yellow album's now available, but like the original what's the third Whole Lot of Red by Cardi is way better than the actual one that dropped. But you can't find it anywhere. You know what I mean? It's just downloaded on my fucking phone. That motherfucker was crazy. There were some songs in there. I told my little brother, I said, I'm glad it didn't hit the radio waves. Niggas would have died in the crowd. If you know what I'm saying with some of this shit, bro. There's one called Pyro. Nigga, I was like 37 listening to that motherfucker in the gym burning like 500 calories in 30 minutes, nigga. You feel me? Nigga, if I was on the set, if I drove down Crenshaw, playing that motherfucker, they would have said, hey, they would have burned me down, boy. But yeah, G. So yeah, but yeah, I do the same with my phone a little bit.
All right. Shall we get to Dookie Butt of the Week?
Let go, man.
All right. My Dookie Butt of the Week, to get it out of the way, because it's funny but also kind of a bummer, is the Minnesota Vikings. Did y'all hear about them firing their GM, Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah? And apparently a contributing factor was, and this is from a Vikings fan website, he took roughly 2 weeks of paternity leave in 2023 following the birth of his first son. Many around the league were in, quote, disbelief, according to Diana Rossini. During that time, he worked remotely and was absent from several training camp things, et cetera, et cetera. According to Diana Rossini's article, word of his time away from the team traveled quickly around the league. Among some rival executives and coaches, it was met with disbelief in an NFL culture where many players, coaches, and executives proudly acknowledge missing the births of their children, taking time away to care for a newborn
words
and support a partner remains uncommon. Don't go work in sports, kids. I just like do anything else.
I did not hear that part of the story.
Yeah, go be a streamer, dog.
Yeah, fuck that NFL.
Fuck, that's crazy. Start a podcast, my nigga. Because
the other thing that's insane about this coming out, because it's clearly being put out to Diana Rossini to like send a message, is this is the most justifiable GM firing ever. This dude picked JJ McCarthy over Sam Darnold. He's the reason Sam Darnold's with the Seahawks. You didn't need to circle back and say, by the way, he loves his kids too, the fucking bitch. Like you didn't have to do that. No one was mad you fired this dude. But now I'm looking at it like the ship sailed for them because he wanted to spend 2 weeks of the off season with his baby.
Yeah. Where he was working from home. Where he was working, but that's like just not in the office.
2 weeks though, like that's anyway.
And they said he was still working. He just was like remote for the Zoom meeting.
Nigga, I took 2 weeks of maternity leave for summer because I just had started a new job.
Yeah.
Nigga. I think for the first 3 months, Ryder would send me a picture and I just leave work.
Yeah.
I would literally be like, why the fuck am I here? And I would leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like 2 weeks was like, why the fuck? I still am like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever done. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's some.
I might be the friend that's too woke on this, but here's how I'm kind of viewing it. I'm not buying the whole you need to be more dedicated to this sport, to this job than your family angle that comes from those quotes. I'm thinking they're saying, like, because the whole underscoring thing is he's not a football guy. If this is a reason he took time off, right? Like that's the whole underflowing, kind of sentiment there. I feel like it's like, yo, this dude actually appreciates the humanity in people, and that's something that there's no space for in this. In a fucking industry where if you have an injury, like you're dead to them. Where you know what I mean? Like I mean that's how I'm viewing it, is that they are calling him a football guy, not a football guy, not because he values family more than his job, it's because he seems to kind of appreciate and take time to appreciate the humanity and shit.
He sees the big picture of humans participating in the sport.
Yeah, I might be the friend that's too open there.
That's an interesting.
Yeah.
No, I think you're exactly right about that. They're proud of missing the births of their kid because it's the badge they hold up to each other to say football is more important to me than my humanity.
Right.
Than human beings and anything else. Because, and in fairness, that is sort of a requirement of that job with the way that their salary cap structured. Not that I think it's good that it's structured that way, but to Tyler's point, there's a reason their contracts aren't guaranteed. That is how they.
Put that on the screen.
I did by accident. Hold on. I tried to put a ball shit with the motherfucking screen moved on. Hold on, let me. Look, and that shit was right under it, bro.
That's happened to me before. Accidentally doing that. That has happened to me before.
Look at Elijah just wrapped the gavel and said demonetized. I'm gonna not read that shit aloud for the people who are listening to the pod only. Tyler just accidentally.
We can't read it
happens sometimes.
I think we might
get a new comment comes and scrolls so that you, as you're clicking, you click on the wrong thing, and that's what just happened.
Oh my god!
This is
no more ads.
This is a relevant comment. This is
the comment I want to put up with Miles saying, "Oh yeah, for sure, football is based on viewing everybody as a cog in the machine." Absolutely,
yes, for sure. All right.
Holy hell, that was awesome.
Tyler, what's your Dookie?
That was so awesome.
Y'all was trying to act like he didn't, like somebody didn't put it on the screen.
I didn't know it happened so fast.
I tried to yank that motherfucker down as soon as I could when I saw that. Like, no.
Which one of y'all is trying to ruin the pod, nigga? Trying to get us up off this motherfucker. Oh boy, you funny. That is I saw it went up and down.
I said, who did that?
Yo,
John has never beaten around a bush in his life.
Facts.
Who did that?
Who did that?
Hey, I needed an answer, brother. But man, I needed to know. Like y'all anyway, but that's funny as hell, man.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. All right.
The last few words of that comment were the wildest part. Like,
I know. That's what I was saying. Like the capital capital J. I'm like, and honestly, bro, we can't talk about them. I literally can't say out of my mouth the things that I've seen online about those the files. I just I don't want to speak that type of evil, bro. I'm still country and I'm old enough to think in that way. Yeah, I want that type of shit to come out my mouth for real.
We've said it several times on the podcast, bro. You could kill everyone who's in the Epstein files. I don't give a fuck. And the fact that anyone is still like, oh well, Bill Clinton, cool, bro. Line him up, like line them up. They're cool. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what they invented. I don't give a fuck what album they put out. I don't give a fuck whose party they're in. Line them up.
Fuck them all.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
like we were saying in the
Pure devilry. But anyway, for real.
I can't believe the crazies
Never
were
check.
right. I cannot believe the crazies were right.
Nigga, I told y'all. I said my barbershop, the nigga that think Jesus come back in a spaceship spoke. You know, I mean, I'm talking about to the T, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was like, damn. You know, I would actually egg him on because I want to hear how far the shit goes. I'm like, really?
That's extremely
Damn, tell me more about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure, yeah, for sure. I'm like, I want to hear how far this shit go. You know what I mean?
Damn, tell me more about that.
Yeah.
All right.
Apparently,
Tyler,
like Tyler said, the craziest was right.
Going.
Tyler, what's your Dookie butt of the week?
Hey, can I use my Dookie butt portion of the podium? Can I use it to just talk some Houston rap talk, Michael Watts?
Oh, of
You
course.
can use it for whatever you want, brother. It's your.
So yeah. So ice on that. But yeah, man. You know, going off the whole fucking rap history episode that we're having right now. We really lost an icon in not only Houston rap, but in rap period with Michael Watts passing recently. To give kind of a background story on who Michael Watts is, he is one of the co-founders of Swisher House, along with OG Ron C. Shout out to him too. Mm-hmm. Who I think was at the forefront of the most prominence that Houston rap has ever had. He is kind of the architect of Swisher House, a collective of rappers from Northside Houston, Texas, who consisted of like Paul Wall, Chameleonaire, Low Flip. I mean, not Low Flip. Low Flip was Southside Screwed Up Click, Slim Thug, and such. And he is someone who brought Houston rap to kind of the forefront of rap with the Still Tippin' single, which kind of took off late 2004, early 2005, right? Like if you wanted to point to the most prominent, to the single moment where Houston rap became like a prominent, influential sound in rap music, it goes back to Still Tippin', bro. Like that shit was that shit hit like a meteor, bro. Like I remember the first time hearing that, I was like, man, this is fucking incredible. And it became like such an influential song that gave Houston a very much, you know, influential run during in its aftermath that kind of influenced the way that rap kind of played out over the years, right? Like after Still Tippin' hit, there was just kind of this big moment for Houston rap where we saw Paul Wall take off, Chameleonaire take off, Slim Thug take off. And we saw that influence like a lot of the newer rappers, right? Like we saw Kanye West, who was probably the biggest rapper in 2005 in the world. He threw Paul Wall on his album after Still Tippin' took off on the Drive Slow shit, where he screwed up the Tupac Shorty Wanna Be a Thug beat, right? And that shit was out of here. You see like Drake, when Drake first emerged, his whole shit sounded like Houston, bro.
He tried so hard, man.
Yeah.
ASAP and them.
Yep. That was a knock against ASAP. It was like he sounds too much like he's from Houston. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And Kendrick, like his first radio single, Swimming Pools, that whole chorus was some Houston shit with the screwed up, pull up, drink shit, right? Mm-hmm. And Michael Watts was just he was a super duper influential figure in this shit, right? Because you and for one, you can't talk Switch House without talking Screwed Up Click and DJ Screw, right? So DJ Screw, he is the pioneer of the chopped and screwed shit in Texas. And he's from Southside Houston, so you know, like the Screwed Up Click was like Zero, Lil Flip, Lil Kiki, Young Star, Big Pokey, Fat Pat, Hawk, Trey. You know what I'm saying? So that
Zero
was
underrated.
Yeah, Zero super duper underrated. And so like, you know, DJ Screw, he pioneered the chopped and screwed shit. Southside Houston, Texas. Michael Watts, you know, he built off what DJ Screw pioneered with the chopped and screwed shit. But Michael Watts' whole shit was, he was more like, he was heavier on the scratches and like bringing records back. Like that was Swisher House's trademark. That was Michael Watts' trademark. Like if you look at Mike Jones shit, like Mike Jones always repeated shit that he said, right? Like it takes grinding to be a king, takes grinding to be a king. And I remember reading an interview and someone asked him like, yo, you repeat a lot of your raps. Why is that? And he was like, because I want my shit to sound like a Swisher House tape. He was like, because that was Michael Watts' trademark, was bringing shit back, right? And And yeah, man, it's just, you know, shout out to Michael Watts, shout out to DJ Screw, shout out to Houston, Texas, shout out to that whole scene out there, because it's one of my favorite scenes ever in the history of rap, and it was just so influential. You know, you like I'm saying, like after Still Tipping drop, you saw the influence of that and of folks tapping in with the Houston scene. And Michael Watts, who was, you know, a co-founder of Swisher House with OG Ron C, he was a big part of that, man. So shout out to the legend, bro.
I still feel like Screwed is the best way to listen to all music. Like out here, like SWV, Chop the Screw R&B tapes, still go crazy, nigga.
Yeah, that was OG Ron C shit. Like Michael Watts.
Fucking tapes. Was it the
Fuck Action, which is like my favorite title of a mixtape series ever. So yeah, Michael Watts, he chopped and screwed rap tapes, and OG Ron C, he was the R&B dude.
My nigga called me Fuck Action Jackson back in the day, nigga. Me and Adrian. Anyway, move
on. Jackson, your Dookie Butt of the Week.
My Dookie Butt of the Week, for just a hard left turn, and I will keep this quick, is movie director Josh Safdie of the Safdie brothers fame. The report came out recently that on the set of a movie he directed years ago, Good Time, the Safdies are like famous for, Josh specifically, or one of their trademarks, not famous for, trademarks are they use like street casting and kind of unknown actors, which worked in Marty Supreme, certainly. So whatever. But I guess on the set of Good Time, they had a 17-year-old girl and a non-actor working opposite of her. And the non-actor man exposed himself to the 17-year-old girl. And Josh found out like that day or the next day and kind of just like basically shrugged it off. And his brother didn't find out until years later, Benny, who's their like a director duo. And Benny got really pissed. And that's why they're no longer director buddies. And it's basically like Benny is still like kind of implicated, but not really. But Josh is a mega 2 thumbs down for Josh Safdie, the director of Marty Supreme, which and so all of this has come up in connection with around Marty Supreme and the Oscar buzz and all that. But basically, long story short, major 2 thumbs down for Josh Safdie.
Yeah, fuck him, man.
And a shout out to his brother for being willing to part ways with his family and someone he was making a lot of money with over the basic morals of, I can't work with you if you didn't give a shit about something like that happening.
Real nigga shit.
As Miles in the chat said, we can move on from this. We don't need to stay too long on Josh Safdie's podcast. Is putting a non-actor in a sex scene is dumb as hell in general, and then it's layered onto it the fact that there's an underage girl involved. It's just a mess. Just a mess.
Crazy.
All around.
Truly fucking nuts. John, your Dookie Butt of the Week.
Everybody that questioned what I thought about Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying, nigga? What you talking about, bro? You know what I'm saying? People was hitting me. You've been saying it. You've been saying it the whole time, John. Damn right I have. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, that's my Dookie Butt.
We're only 3 minutes overdue for your smoke session.
It's time to get high, baby. You get real high. So high I couldn't even pod, baby. I'm talking about so high I can touch the sky, nigga. That's me, baby. You hear me?
If you don't want to wait until next Sunday for your next Jenkins and Jones episode, sign up patreon.com/Jenkins and Jones. 2 more episodes every week that are behind the paywall at Patreon as well as the Discord.
1 second. Shakur BLM Stevenson. Thank you, Artie Constant. He beat that nigga ass so bad, the nigga apologized for slavery. I swear to fucking God. He said, my brothers and sisters, I want to apologize for, and he said slavery and things. So shit, the nigga got his ass beat. So he wasn't too eloquent about it. But anyway, nigga, you know what I'm saying? He apologized for slavery. But you know, he had done some racist shit. You know what I mean? Like trying to you know, rile motherfuckers up. And the nigga straight apologized, nigga. and your boy Bud was in that motherfucker mocking his ass too. You saw he was trolling his ass, you feel me? And
that's one thing I love about Bud. Like he is the fucking he's the father figure of that camp, but he's like he's never too good to get in the trenches and talk shit back.
No, because Bud also like they was kind of going back and forth, and like, you know, T.O. was talking about he wanted to fight Bud, and Bud was like after he got his ass whooped by Shakur, which is not Bud. I think he's the best boxer in boxing because Bud has left. Bud was like, I'm different. Like, and something can say they different and it feel away. When he says it's different, he spends like a I get goosebumps. Like it's scary when he says this shit. Nigga sound like the Terminator. But
And shout out to the homie Keyshawn too, man.
Oh
like,
yeah, Keyshawn got the W as well, baby.
Incredible performance. He said he wanted Haney next, and Haney tweeted back, "Let's do it." Haney and the Ducker and Dodger. We probably getting that fight this summer, bro. It was a hell of a night.
I think he's gonna sit Haney down.
Bro, we was talking in Discord. Like, I'm super duper high on Keyshawn. I think Keyshawn legitimately has a shot of knocking him out. Not just winning, bro.
I had to take. I got 2% left in
my
charger.
I know what's going on. I put the pieces together.
Yeah, you put the pieces together. I did the math. Okay, motherfucking beautiful mind over here. You know what I'm saying?
I was mostly just talking to Mike because Mike was making the same face I was making.
I know. I'm just bullshit. You know, I'll give you a hard time.
God.
You know. I don't even have to care to make fun of something. I just be wanting to. I just like clowning y'all. But anyway, but yeah.
Patreon.com/Jenkins and Jones will get you 2 more episodes plus the Discord. You could do that. Jackson and I are going to have a race right now to see how quick Jackson can end the live stream. The comment of the day was, when are y'all going to talk about Jeffrey Epstein?